Yo, what's up guys? Wanna see more of my top 20 genre thing? Yes? Just stay tuned and watch this video. Yo, what's up guys? Mark from Wandering Souls back with a new video, again a top 20 video, and this somebody asked me in private message on Facebook, is there gonna be some more top 20 videos? Of course there are. I have to do something, I think, so yeah, thanks for staying here and watching this video further on. I really appreciate that. This topic will be about some heavy metal I listened to in the past and still listen to. This album inspired me to listen to heavy metal, hard rock in general. Most of them are heavy metal, some are more hard rockish. So there's just a few. Of course, there are a lot of other albums that influenced me to listen to heavy metal and stuff, and I went from there on to the extreme stuff, of course. Anyways, this is more the heavy metal. I got CDs and vinyl. I'll start off with the CDs, so I get that just out of the way. Of course, there's a band in there. You all know. You already see my shirt. Inspired me a lot to listen to heavy metal. Actually, the band that inspired me to listen to heavy metal. Excuse me. Anyways, of course, I'm talking about Iron Maiden. I think this is one of the first albums I heard. The really first one I'm gonna show you later on in the video, of course. This is Iron Maiden with Live After Death. This is their first live recording, recorded on the World Slavery Tour. Amazing album, released in 1985, and yeah, it's a classic live album, one of my favorite live albums of all time. Contains a lot of classics: HSI, 2 Minutes to Midnight, The Trooper. The Number of the Beast, of course, Hallowed Be the Name, Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills, you know the drill. Great classic stuff. Every time I hear it, it brings me back to those times, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So check out this live album, Live After Death by Iron Maiden. I got a itchy throat. Sorry for that. Next one up is not an album I can really describe as heavy metal, but it's definitely got me influenced. And yeah, this is a Deep Purple with Made in Japan, and this is a re-release, of course. But I'm still dying to find some vinyl release at a point. But for now, I'm happy with this. Double CD. So great stuff. This is the expanded version, the longer version with the encores. Some of the releases of the first things, I think there's only the regular set list. But later on they released some stuff with the encore, so I'm really happy they did, because they're amazing songs in the encore. Anyways, great classic live album. Deep Purple is very well known in hard rock world, so what else can I say? I think so. Check this out. Great stuff. Next one up is one of the first heavy metal albums. Also, I lent this one back in the day from my brother. I think he had it on vinyl. And this is Melissa, and it's one of the best releases they have made, I think. My favorite still is Don't Break the Oath. I think that has the best material, but this one has something special to me. I still remember the first time I heard this album. Songs like Evil, Curse of the Pharaohs, Into the Coven, Black Funeral, Satan's Fall, amazing songs, and definitely an album you must have in your collection. So I'm happy if I have this one on vinyl. That would be killer. Great stuff, Melissa by Mercyful Fate. Next one up, yeah, is a band that actually isn't heavy metal anymore, but the first EP they released was heavy metal worship to the max, double guitar leads, high vocals, yeah, really great stuff. I'm talking about Queensryche with their debut EP, Queensryche, and amazing stuff. Queen of the Reich, Night Rider, Blinded, The Lady Wore Black, amazing stuff. Yeah, great band. Really glad that I have this as in my collection. Still want to have a vinyl copy of this, of course. I'm tracking down a bit of old albums on vinyl lately, so I'm gonna show you some vinyl later on in the video. Because yeah, I really like vinyl. Next one up, another live album. This is by Judas Priest. This is Unleashed in the East, released in the end of the 70s, I think. 1979 or something. Yeah, great killer live release, recorded in Japan. Definitely highly recommended Judas Priest work. Contains classics like Exciter, Running Wild, Sinner, The Ripper, Green Militia, Diamonds Are Rust, Victim of Changes, Genocide, Tyrants. Great songs. The whole album is one big bang, one great album. Also a re-release is this, but yeah, still also looking for vinyl. This next one band up, I got to know, of course, by this song, but because everybody knows this song, so yeah, I'm talking about Black Sabbath with Paranoid. This is not the first album of Black Sabbath I heard, but Paranoid was one of the first songs I heard. Great stuff. This album in whole is has great songs: Warpig, Paranoid, Panic Caravan, Iron Man, Hands of Doom, Fairies Wear Boots. Great stuff. Definitely can recommend you if you want to go in heavy metal. Just listen to this album from 1970 and yeah, get amazing stuff. Everybody knows Black Sabbath, but I think you must have this album. Of course, also some other albums like Black Sabbath is also a great album. Yeah, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, that kind of albums. Actually, all albums you must have in your collection, I think. So, go check them out. Great stuff. Next one up is yeah. Do we call this really heavy metal? I don't know, but it inspired me to listen to heavy metal, so that's why it's in here. This is my solo work from Ozzy Osbourne. I think there are better albums, but this album is really not bad. I think this is one of the forgotten gems, I think, from Ozzy's solo work. Great stuff: Lightning Strikes, Killer of Diamonds, Thank God for the Bomb, Shot in the Dark, Ultimate Sin. Yeah, this is a really great song. This is the Ultimate Sin by Ozzy Osbourne. A really cool release. This is an epic release. This is actually a 1986 release also, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, great stuff. Ozzy definitely belongs in collection if you're a hard rock heavy metal fan, I think, in my opinion. So Ultimate Sin by Ozzy Osbourne. Next one up, really highly recommended. I love the voice, it's a little great voice. This little man, strong character. Sadly, he has passed away because he had cancer. He will really missed. This is Dio with Holy Diver. Absolute classic. Absolutely must have in your heavy metal collection. Stand Up and Shout, Holy Diver, Caught in the Middle, Don't Talk to Strangers, Rainbow in the Dark. Great songs, and definitely highly recommended. Absolute killer classic from 1983. Great stuff. Next one up, you could consider this a speed rock, but it's definitely a start for heavy metal, I think. Too bad, more raw sounding. I'm talking about Motörhead. They released some killer albums, of course, Ace of Space, Bomber, Overkill. This album is the first one I heard, of course, again, thanks to my brother. Yeah, this is No Sleep to Hammersmith, their live recording from 1980. It contains all the classics: Ace of Space, Stay Clean, The Hammer, Iron Horse, No Class, Overkill, Bomber, Motörhead. Great release. Definitely highly recommended if you want to here's some really nice live recordings done by Motörhead. This is absolutely one you must have in your collection. Amazing stuff. I'm definitely happy that I have this one in my collection. Absolute classic. Next one up, of course this one is in there. I mentioned earlier in the video already. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. I think everybody knows this, so don't gonna tell you too much. Absolute classic, absolutely must have. Next one up is a band, definitely not really can describe this as heavy metal, but definitely got me inspired too, because also my brother listened to this kind of bands, also some Guns N' Roses and some really nice hard rock, AC/DC. Stuff like that, but also this one. This is the debut album from Van Halen. Really nice album. Not mentioned enough, I think. Really great stuff. Running with the Devil, Eruption really got me. Feel really great songs on this. Especially the Eruption song with the amazing guitar solo from Eddie. Definitely not something you must have missed. Great stuff, and definitely one of the best albums they have made. Of course, they have made a lot of good other albums too, but this one is one of my favorites. Really classic in the hard rock genre. So really nice one to have in your collection. Amazing stuff. And the last CD is one of a band my brother also got on vinyl. Yeah, really great album. This is their first album, definitely like the first couple of albums of this band. It also got me inspired to listen to some power metal, things like Halloween, Gamma Ray, stuff like that. But this one has a nice, cool tones on it. This is Manowar with Battle Hymns, the 1982 release. Great heavy metal. I think a lot of heavy metalers know this, so So you remember songs like Deftone, Metal Days, Shell Shock, Manowar, Dark Avenger, Battle Hymn, of course, a title track, really amazing song. Great stuff. So yeah, amazing. Definitely an album you must check out. So that were the CDs, and now over to the vinyl. Like I said, I'm collecting the vinyl more and more of what I listened to in the past, because these got me some memories. Some I had, I passed on CD. I passed that on to my sister or sold or something, whatever. But I'm glad I have it on vinyl. So yeah, not all, again the same deal, not all 100% heavy metal, but the most of them are. I'm still collecting more stuff from the past, but maybe I'm gonna make a video for that. Yeah, that's maybe some inspiring stuff, but you will see about that, the albums that I want to have on vinyl. That may be an interesting topic. I saw someone else do that. His name is Blackstar, a new YouTuber, and did a pretty cool job. So maybe I'm gonna do that next. I don't know, or sometime later. And meanwhile, on with the topic. Let's course some Judas Priest again. This is Sin After Sin, their 1977 release. Amazing stuff. Sinner, Diamonds Are Rust. Dissident Aggressor, amazing songs. I remember I heard this one for the first time and really enjoyed this. A classic heavy metal band. Yeah, you know, all know Judas Priest, so yeah. Next one up, again some Deep Purple. This is in rock. And this is one of the albums that really got me started into Deep Purple, I think. Speed King, Child in Time, great songs. This is a 1970 release, I think. Yes, amazing stuff. I recommend it. So go look this one up if you don't know anything. But most people know Child in Time, I think. So yeah. But definitely classic in rock by Deep Purple. Next one up is I bought not so long ago. This is Tank with Filth, Hounds of Hades. Yeah, I talked about it in another video, so I'm gonna keep it short. Shell Shock, Struck by Lightning, Run Like Hell, Heavy Artillery, He Fell in Love with a Stormtrooper, great songs. Produced by Eddie Clark, who's also known as the guitar player for Motörhead. Great songs, amazing stuff. Tank with Filth, Hounds of Hades. Next one up, Summer Rainbow. This is the classic live album on stage. Really classic lineup. Richie Black, Marona James Dio, Cozy Powell, great musicians. Great stuff. I'm just gonna pull this out because it is a gatefold. Very cool. A great band, hard rock band. Great stuff, great band. Not gonna tell you too much because this was also way back in an older video. Yeah, I put all the names of the albums in the description so you can look them up. So yeah, Rainbow on stage. Next one up is an album from a band that I could choose a lot of albums from. A lot of the 80s albums are classics by this band. Metal Heart, balls to the wall, stuff like that. This is their album Breaker, definitely one of my favorites. Also because the title track, of course, Son of a Bitch is a great song. Yeah, great stuff. Breaker by Accept, classic German heavy metal. Definitely you can't miss out in your collection. Next one up is some old Samson. This was the band Bruce Dickinson was in before he came to Iron Maiden. At least the first couple of albums. This is Shock Tactics, absolutely a classic in heavy metal. Riding with the Angels, Earth Mother, Bloodlust, great stuff. This release is Bruce Dickinson is called Bruce. That's pretty funny. Also got Paul Samson guitars, Thunderstick on drums, which was also a member in Iron Maiden way back, and Chris Aylmer on bass guitar. Great stuff, definitely stuff you must check out if you don't know and you want to know some more heavy metal. Samson with Shock Tactics. This is the last, second to last one. Also 2 albums I have shown in the past, so I'm not going to tell you too much. Classic heavy metal from Canada, Anvil with Forced in Fire. Great album. Absolutely a must-have of this band together with Metal on Metal. These are the 2 classics of this band, I think. Forced in Fire, Shadow Zone, Future Wars, Motor Mount, Winged Assassins, great songs. Yeah, great stuff. Definitely highly recommendable. So if you want to know some classic heavy metal, this one. And of course the last one, again some classic heavy metal. Glad to own this one. This is a Raven with All for One. Again, classic heavy metal. Great stuff. Take Control, Mind Over Metal, All for One, Run Silent, Run Deep, Break the Chain, Seek and Destroy. Great songs. Definitely highly recommendable if you are into old heavy metal. So go check this one out also if you don't know them already. A lot of these records I got to know by my brother, so I want to thank him for that. Yeah, it's all great stuff, so definitely gonna try to score some more vinyl versions of the old albums I heard in the past. Tracked down a lot of it, but I'm still not there. Yeah, definitely would like to thank you for watching this video. Hope you see something cool that you think, hey, I want to check that out. Leave a comment below if you find something cool. I really like to read that kind of stuff, and yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to give it a thumbs up for the video, this would be really appreciated. And if you want to subscribe, of course, definitely do so. I definitely want to see you back, because the more people I make happy with some great metal, the more happier I am. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys with the next video. Thank you and take care. Ciao.